Have you ever stopped to wonder if you truly have something to prove? The truth is, everyone does. If you go through life thinking that you owe nothing to anyone, that you have no reason to push yourself beyond your limits, then you are mistaken. Living without a sense of purpose or drive means settling for mediocrity. Why should you prove yourself to anyone? And who exactly do you need to prove yourself to? The answer is simple. You must prove yourself to those who came before you, to those who rely on you, and ultimately, to a higher power. Strength, ambition, and perseverance are rewarded. Laziness and complacency, on the other hand, are not. If you have been given the gift of a functioning body and mind, wasting those gifts is the fastest way to failure. Think about it. What truly separates those who succeed from those who don't? It's not luck. It's not some mystical force favoring a select few. It's the ability to take what you have and build something with it. Every great man has taken the raw materials of his existence and transformed them into something extraordinary. Whether it's through artistry, sports, business, or any other field, the difference is made through action. I spent years training as a fighter. Day in and day out, for over a decade, I pushed myself far beyond what I felt like doing. Motivation wasn't always there, but discipline was. That's the defining trait of those who achieve greatness. The ability to keep going even when every part of you wants to stop. The same applies to any challenge, whether it's running an ultra-marathon, building a company, or mastering a skill. Either you commit or you don't. Yet most people fail at controlling the one thing that determines everything, their own minds. It's ironic, because your mind is the only thing you truly have control over. You can't dictate the weather, you can't prevent unforeseen circumstances, and you certainly can't guarantee perfect health. But what you can govern is your mindset. You choose whether to see yourself as weak or powerful, as defeated or unstoppable. Your mind should be your greatest weapon, not your worst enemy. Imagine being stranded in the most hostile environment possible. Would you let your circumstances break you, or would you find a way to survive, to thrive? True resilience means being unshakable even on your worst days. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. You either seize your opportunities when they come, or you lose them forever. And if you're constantly waiting for a second chance, remember this: your life would be entirely different if you got it right the first time. You have to reach a level where no obstacle can shake you. Even when life throws its worst at you, when unexpected challenges arise, you should be able to stand tall, adjust your tie, pull resources from wherever necessary, and keep moving forward. Strength comes from preparation, and preparation comes from relentless training. Surrounding yourself with the right people is non-negotiable. If you spend time with those who embrace failure, you'll start accepting it too. But if you're among winners, they won't let you fall into mediocrity. The strong push each other higher, while the weak drag each other down. We don't tolerate weakness. It's not personal, it's just reality. Push yourself harder. When I get messages from men telling me they're broken over a failed relationship, I get it. I truly do. The sting of giving your all to someone, only to be discarded over one mistake, is brutal. The lack of gratitude, the sudden change in their attitude, the feeling of betrayal, it cuts deep. But my response is simple. Good. Use that pain. Don't waste it crying into your pillow or writing emails about your sorrow. Let it fuel you. Let it become the fire that drives you forward. Your mindset dictates everything. If you refuse to believe in depression, it loses its grip on you. You might feel down, but instead of sinking into self-pity, you'll get up and take action. Hit the gym, step outside, get things done. But if you embrace depression as an identity, as something beyond your control, then the moment sadness creeps in, you surrender. You accept defeat before even trying to fight back. That's the difference between those who stay down and those who rise. People hated me for saying depression isn't real. They attacked me, accused me of being insensitive. But think about it. If it's truly such a terrible thing, why defend it? Why not reject it entirely? Because for many, it's an excuse. It's a shield against responsibility, a way to justify inaction. I'm a failure, but it's not my fault. I'm depressed. It's easier to hide behind that than to fight for change. In certain situations, doubt is your greatest enemy. When I stepped into the ring, even if I knew my opponent was a monster. There was no benefit in believing I could lose. If I lost, so be it. But I had to enter with absolute confidence. That's how you perform at your best. So I refused to entertain negativity about myself. The world is full of people waiting to tear me down. I won't be one of them. Do I have critics? Of course, but am I lucky? Absolutely. I've worked hard, but luck has played a role, and I acknowledge that. Luck favors those who never stop pushing forward. Here we are, sitting in a luxury home in Miami, surrounded by men who are pushing themselves to new heights. The energy is electric, the ambition undeniable. This is what life should be. Filled with purpose, filled with control. And that control starts in your mind. Your mind is either your greatest ally or your worst enemy. For me, it will never work against me. It will never feed me doubts, excuses, or limitations. That's why I don't acknowledge depression. I refuse to entertain anything that makes me weaker or less competitive. You can bring me any expert, any study. I don't care. The moment you believe in it, you open the door for it to take over. I won't allow that to happen. When life gets hard, I don't sit around thinking about how bad I feel. I take action. If I were locked in a cell, surrounded by nothing but concrete, I would still find a way to keep moving, to keep fighting. Because the only thing I control in that moment is my mind, and I'll make sure it works for me, not against me. That's the key. Control. Master your emotions. If you can change how you feel in an instant, you gain an edge over everyone else. Most people let emotions dictate their actions. I don't. I choose the emotion that makes me the most effective in any given situation. Fear, doubt, happiness. None of them matter unless they serve a purpose. The world doesn't owe you anything. Generations before us fought battles, survived disasters, and endured suffering, just so you could exist. And you think you can waste that legacy sitting around lost in distractions? No. You should move through life with force, with presence. When I enter a room, people notice. Not because they know my name, but because they feel something. That's power. The difference between wanting something and truly desiring it is action. Everyone claims they want success, but few are willing to do whatever it takes. If you truly wanted it, nothing could pull your focus away. No distractions, no excuses, only results. And that's why I win.